Okay, YouTube, we're going to talk about Gucci Mane's The Burrrprint 2 HD. Now, this album, which pretty much is an album, it's an independent album. You can actually buy it, even though I think you can get it on DatPiff or a mixtape website. It was kind of like a fill the position between the State vs. Radric Davis and The Appeal. So between those two projects, this one came out. Didn't get a huge lot of promotion because Gucci was in prison at the time, but there are some pretty good songs on here that I think have more sting to them than an album like The State. And it definitely has more sting than The Appeal does. But that one was more kind of focused on, you know, approaching like a commercial album, supposing he was to become a name, a household name. But yeah, so this is in between. This one has more of a street feel, and, you know, Gucci's less concerned with maintaining an image. You know, you may think he's always been like that, but, you know, some of the things he's hooked up with, like certain artists like Pharrell and Estelle and those type people, it hasn't always been, you know. But so that's what this stands. That's what you're getting, is kind of like another bit of Gucci. If you appreciate him from back in the day, he does have some pretty good songs on this project. And I think, you know, I don't remember what I reviewed those last couple albums that I reviewed by him, but this one is up there with it. This is a shining project that he has, and it's also one some folks may have forgotten about. I mean, between the prison sentences and the hype and the controversy and the arguments and the Twitter stuff that's been going on, you know, there has been music underneath all that, and it's good to get some of that extra bit going. So he did film a few music videos. I think there's a couple of them. I'm not sure the exact ones, but I think the first thing to know is there's not really a single. If I had to pick one, I would probably pick something like Atlanta Zoo or Parked Outside, you know, something like that. Boy from the Block. There are some good guests on here. Rick Ross is on here. There's a load of people on the song Coca Coca. That's almost a 9-minute song right there, and that probably would have been the 9th song that I wound up liking, were it to be shorter. Waka Flocka is on this project. He's on a couple songs, like I think Shining for No Apparent Reason. And, you know, this is fire. I mean, you know, you pay attention to these guys, they actually did have some good music going on. And Gucci Mane was trying to push his label, and, you know, he did have a lot of releases at the time. So we're going to get to the songs that are worthwhile. The thing to know is, if you pick this album up, there is a lot of skits, lots of talking outside of music, intros, outros, Lil Kim speaks, Rick Ross speaks. You know, you're going to be getting some of that. It's actually 24 songs, but when you chop away the speaking, it's really only about 14 songs. So that means I liked 8, just about 9 out of 14. The song I was on the fence about was the 9-minute song. So here are the 8 songs, and then I'll talk about them. So Atlanta Zoo, Boy from the Block, Parked Outside, Do This Shit Again, Everybody Looking, Here We Go Again, Beat It Up, and Shining for No Apparent Reason. Now, Shining for No Apparent Reason sounds kind of like Waka Flocka's Hard in the Paint. I'd say go for that. It's pretty sharp. Atlanta Zoo's another really great song. That's one of the best songs on here. Everybody Looking's got one of the best beats. I think folks will like the Rick Ross song. I think possibly Yo Gotti's on there also. Beat It Up has Trey songs, so Gucci does have a couple songs for women on there. But the other one, Antisocial, wasn't as good. You might notice. Trying to think. Yeah, some of these other ones, I mean, really the production on them, it may not hit immediately, but the thing is it definitely has like a taste of underground to it. So it's a lot better than commercial stuff that's going on. Gucci Mane has the understanding of it, but at the same time it does, I mean, I think he knew what to put on an album also. So you do get those songs, they sound like you're having a night out, something that you might want to do. Most of these beats are going to hit. So that's pretty much the only thing, is knowing that you're going to like it. But, you know, I've listed a lot of the front runners. So from there, you know, about 5-6 of them are good to go. But then, you know, the rest of the 9 songs may take some time. But so this album's going to get a 7.5 out of 10. 8 out of 14, that's really good. If it was 10 or 11, it'd probably get a 10, but I think that that's just right. So that's what it is. The social score, I'd give it a 5 because there was no singles. Gucci Mane was in prison. And really this album just, it feels like it was ignored, and we kind of need to remember this. So I'm going to help with that. And social score means how well it plays around your friends. So the future, Gucci Mane dropped an album in the summer, and can this record be topped? I think the answer is not as easily as you think. So subscribe for more fun.